Okay, so we're gonna finish off with part 22 of the Timeline Traveler, the Dori story. Okay, so we're gonna continue on with the day of Miracle and Officer Tony. So Miracle had ran into an issue with Officer Tony. It literally turned into I don't know. It just from one moment it was Prince Charming to the next moment it was it was just overly dramatized of romance in his head that didn't exist and was appropriate for the moment. He walked into the ladies' room. Who does that? Anyway, so it ended up with her calling her an Uber and then her letting them know that she had a great night. So we'll start there. So Miracle said her goodbyes to Officer Tony and Captain Mike. She Officer Tony just looked at her. I mean, he had such a a look of disgust on his face. And as she was walking out the door, he looked over at Captain Mike and he said, "I hate them bougie bees. They always just think they so much better. I mean, they act like, look at her. She ain't even all that." Captain Mike said, "Man, I told you, she not the one that we want to play with. That ain't the one we. No, she on the list." He said, "Man, don't let your ego get involved in this. I'm telling you, you gonna mess things up for us. No, nope. That's the one right there. I know it, man. And look, that lady got some class. That lady knows her value. You gonna mess this up. And I'm telling you, when you do, I ain't gonna be able to be able to bail you out the situation. I'm letting you know right now. I know what I'm doing, okay? Just let me handle it. I got this." So he waited about maybe 5 minutes before he went out to his car. He went out to his car and he tried. He started headed out towards not Dori, but Miracle's house. It wasn't too far from the restaurant, so he didn't drive fast. He drove slow. He wanted her to get there first. He knew how women were, so he knew she was going to be on the phone with her girlfriend and telling her she was home safely and she was going to put that little security system on, but he knew how to handle all of that. He knew exactly who she was, who her security system was. He had a friend on the inside. He knew exactly what to do to get in her house tonight. So he was pissed. How was she going to embarrass him like that? Who does she think she is? Yeah, she had one. So Miracle pulled up into her, he pulled up to her driveway, and she thanked him, and she said, "Oh my God, thank you so much." She said, "You have no idea, that guy was a creep. I thought," she said, "you never date a police officer. Hello." And they started laughing, and he said, "Yeah." He said, "My sister dated one for about maybe 6 months or so, and it was the worst time of her life." She said, "Dang, I hear that a lot, but I mean, you just never know. Some people, I mean, I guess you can't give everybody a bad rap, but yeah, in this case, that was crazy. That was my first date with this guy, and he creeped me out." I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope that from this point on, you have a good evening. So Miracle got out the car, and the moment she got out the car, she hit read out and called Dori. The phone just rang. Just rang. What is she doing? Oh well. "Girl, call me." She put the phone down and she disarmed her alarm and went inside, put the alarm system back on, and she looked outside her window just to see if she could see anything, because her intuition kept telling her that something about Officer Tony, something about the situation wasn't over. even though she knew that she was done. She just didn't feel like he was. She felt like she interrupted something that he was plotting against her. She just felt strange now about him. So she went into the kitchen and she made some tea. And she sat there in her living room and she put her cameras in the front of her. She put them on her television and she just watched. She watched all the cars that pulled up in the neighborhood and she just watched. And she saw it. She saw the moment he pulled up on the side, but tried to pull up out of the way. But see, the way her cameras was positioned, it's the ones he missed, the ones that was on top of the ceilings, right there on the roof. There was one on each angle so that they can see from the end of the street to the middle of the street to the other end of the street. And even she had one positioned in the back of her house. She saw him when he pulled up. She just watched him. She said, why is this man outside my house? What the fuck is he up to? She said, how do you call the police on the police? And she just watched. So she went into her room and she hit the keypad to her safe. She pulled out her revolver. She said, you just never know. I might need this tonight. And I hate that I feel this way. She called Dori back. She said, girl, I hope this girl answer her phone. Girl, answer your phone. It just rang. What the hell is she doing? Oh my God. Girl, you are not gonna believe this. This fool is sitting outside my house. I done called an Uber home and I put my cameras on. And this man is sitting outside my house. He just pulled up on the side of the house. Dori, I got my gun in my hand just in case. I just don't know what's going to happen. And what do? You call the police on the police? Are they really going to be there for me? Girl, I don't know what to do. Please call me. Please, Dori. She hung up. She just went back to looking at the cameras. Then she went out to her window and she looked out and she saw him just sitting there smoking a cigarette inside his car and wondering what the heck was he up to? Why was he falling apart outside her car? So it dawned on her. She said, let me call Captain Mike at the shindig and see if he can come and get his friend, because something about him, whatever this is, he's not doing okay. So she decided to call the restaurant. The maitre d' answered the phone. Thank you for calling the Shindig Steakhouse. How can I help you? Hi, my name is Miracle, and I was just up there with Officer Tony. And is Captain Mike still there? Yeah, he is here. Let me check to see if he's available. And I'm sorry, your name is again? Miracle. Please let him know Miracle is on the line and it's an emergency. It's regarding Officer Tony. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me place you on a brief hold, ma'am. So she put her on hold. A few minutes went by and finally Captain got on the line. Hello? Hey, Miracle? Hi, Captain Mike? This is Miracle. I was just, yeah, I know. You were Tony's lady, right? Yes. I just left there, and he literally is sitting outside my house, and he followed me home, even after I parted ways with him tonight. He kind of is freaking me out a little bit. This was our first date, and he literally walked into the bathroom when I was in the bathroom earlier tonight, and I just don't feel safe with him outside my door, and I know he's the police officer, and I didn't want to make a big deal calling 911. So is there any way you can get him from in front of my house? Please. Oh, damn. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Yeah, let me get on that right now. Let me reach out to him. Yeah, please. And thank you so very much. So she got off